shit to do with nothing.
Holy cow. Pressure's mounting in the White House. Hey, what's going on, chat? How you guys doing today? Happy Saturday, man.
Hey, and I love. Wait, as soon as we start recording, I'm on you, bro, because I know you.
Oh, we already recording. What did I do?
Oh, you're recording? Oh, you son of a bitch.
What did I do?
That man made sure we didn't have no Nintendo topics. I see what you
Well,
did.
you know what, man? There was kind of a little bit of reasoning behind it because I thought the story was more interesting than what it was.
Juicier than what it
Yeah, and it's still kind of like ongoing, and you know they lost a part of the trial that I read, but it's not over. You know they still have that patent, that summon patent and shit that they're working on. It's not over, so I'm not saying I want bad things to happen to Nintendo, but my problem is I don't even have an issue with companies IP patenting shit. But when it's something that's detrimental to the game industry as a whole, and you're afraid that someone else might take something that you've done and make it better, because, you know, let's just be honest, like Nintendo has been in Pokemon, at least, you know, in my opinion, they've been really lacking. And it's like I told you, you know, I've
Even though their community don't want to admit it.
Yeah, you know what I mean? And honestly, that's why I started playing like modded Pokemon games on my phone. Because the Pokemon community is actually, there are a lot of really nice people, like people who just really are passionate about the franchise, and all of the mods that are released are free. Obviously they have to be, otherwise Nintendo, the mafia will show up, but people are doing like this work for free. Like there's this one Pokemon game, it's called Pokemon Unbound. It's like a brand new, completely original story. And it's really like, you don't see stuff like that from them, man. And I wish you did, but you know, maybe one day. Anywho,
Sometimes a dream.
I don't know, man.
Yeah, I'm still playing with my camera angles here, but I kind of like this angle.
Wow, man, you looking real crispy over there, man.
Yeah, I want to give y'all a little more eye candy.
Ooh, okay. I like it.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Yeah.
Look at her guy here, chat. Brand new camera, man.
Yeah, I can move it around without actually touching it. I just go to my mouse. Let me see. Let me give y'all a little movement. There we go.
That's actually really cool.
Yeah, I want y'all to see my exercise bike over there.
Yeah, just have it in the background. Hell yeah.
I get awesome. A little Dr. Doom though with his chain on.
Ooh. Don't.
Hey, am I going the wrong way? I think I'm going the wrong way. Yeah, I am. Let me go this way. Boom.
That's cool.
I mean, make me go like now. I want to do something back here where there's just a monitor. I might put some fancy art back here.
Yeah, you know, dress it up a little bit. Yeah, heck yeah.
I got my cam on a tripod and it's like looking down at me because I could bring it like down to my level and get a straight.
Nah, that's not interesting. Yeah, you want it a little bit more interesting for sure. Yeah.
No, I was inspired by how you got like your hookup because I'm like, you got like,
yeah,
kind of like at an angle. I couldn't do that with my.
And you can like, honestly, you can see more of the room too. Like I'm gonna eventually get that shit behind me together at some point, but.
No, you look like a mystic sage. Like it looked like you like in this like laboratory of doom, bro.
Yeah, I'm gonna put some stuff.
I got a lot of lights coming in from.
Yeah. I sit in the back like
I got those big old, what you call it, them little photography lights. That's why.
Oh,
it's
yeah.
like a contrast though, because you're like kind of sitting in the dark. And then like I got this bright ass screen
sitting in my laboratory.
I kind of like I put that bookcase back there to give it some look because it was just blind at first, so. Got my little mask. I'm doing my mask collection. I might get my Halo mask.
That's actually a really cool idea. I like that.
It's an expensive ass idea too, because man, that Master Chief helmet. Whoo!
Oh, I bet that thing. I bet it got a pretty penny. Yeah.
I think what make them like. I think what make these things cost so much is because you can actually wear them.
I'm gonna look it up, bro.
Because I noticed the ones that you can't wear, they don't cost as much.
Master Chief helmet wearable. There's one I see that's $265. Sheeshers.
Yeah, that's about how much I pay.
That'd be cool though.
After one, but slowly but surely, I got other things.
I like that. It's pretty clean. Oh, it has lights on it too.
I gotta get Chief. I got a list of helmets that I want. I got to get Master Chief, Iron Man.
Yeah, that'd be fire.
There's a few others. I got a nice little list. I got to get Thor's hammer, like just these little collectible like things
See,
I could put in the background.
there's gonna be signs, chat. That's how you know we've made it when we start having shit like that in the background. That's cool,
Yes,
man.
sir.
I fuck with that.
Ba-da-ba-ba-ba-da-ba. But I was laughing, dog. I was dying. I said, "Oh, that boy don't want to talk about no Nintendo."
I just
when you did that audible. He was like, yeah, let's just talk."
they
about
just
that.
they disappoint me, man. They're just disappointing. I
No,
mean, hell, honestly, they're
I
not
mean,
much better than
Xbox
the other
still
two.
holding the number one spot, bro.
Yeah, I think you know what the problem is probably with that. Xbox, they'll do stuff and they won't care about what public opinion is. And let me not say Xbox, Microsoft, because you remember, what is it, the Zune from a few years from, no, not a few years, a decade plus from
Talk
now.
about the Zoom, boy. I had 3 of them damn things.
Yeah, and it
I
was
had the.
really, it seemed like it was well received, but they just pulled the plug on it, man. They were just like, what?
It was
Yeah,
so stupid
yeah.
because I had the Gears. Matter of fact, hold on.
Zune.
Do I still have that thing? Hold on.
Microsoft Zune. Let's see if we can find some images of these.
Hold on, boy. I might have a relic over here.
In case
Hold on. I got it.
Yeah, that's what
I
I said,
got
chat.
one.
If
I
you've
still
never
got
seen
one.
these, chat, hold on.
I still got it. This one of mine. I
Oh,
had
that
the
is a
Halo.
classic piece of equipment.
Look, this
Man.
the Gears of War one. Look, it had the little sensor on top because you could like.
Yeah. Oh man, you might
You
have
could
a
share songs
serious
with your
collectible
friends.
there, my guy. Yeah, these were
Man, I
cool,
never could
man.
charge it back up because I could never find the Zoom cord, bro.
Like this was such a cool piece of tech, but you know, they just
It's so funny that you said that because I was cleaning up and I was like, yo, I saw this and just started laughing.
yeah.
And the interface was cool as shit. Like,
Yeah, these were super cool. There was a kid I remember in high school had one of these. I always wanted one. I never owned one myself, but I had a couple friends
one
who
more
did.
time, y'all. Look at this relic. Look at it. It's kind of dirty, but it's old.
I was about to say, man, that's fine.
I'll show y'all another relic too. Since we're going down relics past, because I have a hard time getting rid of electronics. Yeah, y'all remember this? I used to get all the.
Oh, is
girls
that a Oh my God, what is those things? What are those?
sidekick?
Yeah, sidekick.
Oh man, girls used to be amazed by this thing in the club. I'm gonna tell you, boy, you flip that thing open, boom, girl. Let me get your number, girl.
That's so fucking crazy
number.
that you still have that,
When
man.
you hand it to them, go ahead and put your number in there, baby girl.
That's fire. Oh, Bellcross said, I got my Zoom for free while I was in the Air Force Christmas party in Okinawa. That is fire, man. Do you still have it? That'd be even cooler.
Zoom brother. Bellcross, be my Zoom brother. Oh, matter of fact, let's congratulate Bellcross on his YouTube success. We see them numbers over there.
Oh,
baby.
Congrats, man. Heck yeah. On the grind.
Give it up for Bellcross. He putting up them YouTube numbers, and y'all inspiring me. Now that I got my new camera, I could do some things now.
That's a beautiful thing, man.
I've been inspired by the Beezies and the Bellcross. I forgot what his YouTube name was. What was I calling you? Belltube. Yeah, big Belltube.
That's actually pretty catchy, man. You lost it on your second big move. That's unfortunate. Yeah, man. I think old tech like that should be in a museum somewhere. You know,
I got a pager over here too. I got some
pager.
Old stuff. I got a regular pager, bro.
Oh my gosh,
I got a two-way.
A two-way? Okay, now you're killing me, man.
Oh, no, see, this is the thing. Here goes some Lango lure right here, bro. I used to be a really big tech junkie, bro.
I can tell. I can tell.
I used to have all phones. I was the one doing all the extracurricular stuff on the laptops. Like, I knew how to I was the only one who knew how to use VPNs when I was over in the UAE.
Yeah.
So everybody come to me and I set up their VPNs.
Look at this guy, man.
Was I in networking already?
Look, you see, you was already doing IT stuff, didn't even realize it, man.
Man, they used to come to me like crack, boy. You know, like, man, I need that VPN hooked up.
That's fire, man.
Here goes. Here's a little tidbit, and I'm safe now because I'm in America. You can get in trouble for that over in the UAE.
Using VPNs, yeah. A lot of those countries, like China and stuff, they don't like it when people use those.
Yeah, and my stupid ass, I was just over there VPNing away
Mm-hmm.
because you couldn't get
VPNs.
on shit. It wasn't like I was trying to get on some
Yeah, like illegal sites or something. Yeah.
blacklisted. Like, no, it was like, dude, they had like all the social media sites was like blocked out.
Mm-hmm. A lot of countries don't exercise or let their citizens exercise the freedoms that we have over here, even though some of them might be in question now. But that's neither here nor there, man. Welcome to episode 250 of the Super Weapon Podcast, man. Might as well just hit a cold open on that, you know.
Yes,
Thank you
sir.
guys
Just
for
jump
hanging
right
out.
into it. We already late.
Yeah, I mean, we've been talking and stuff anyway, so it's good to just kind of, you know, reminisce about old stuff like that, man. So yeah, like I said, man, welcome to the podcast, man. It's your boy Darius the Artisan and 1LDC here, man. Another fantastic Saturday. A little cold here as we get into the zoom in is crazy. That was actually pretty cool. But yeah, as we get into
Oh,
the
I forgot I didn't mean to do that.
oh, I thought it was on purpose. Nah, you did.
Oh
Yeah.
no, his hands like when
Oh,
you yeah,
look at this
it's
guy,
like
man.
hand signs and stuff. Like wait, like I forgot what to do to zoom it back.
Oh, I
I think
see.
it,
That's
yeah,
super cool.
I got to learn the hand
Yeah,
signs. Like you could do stuff, and then if I get up and move, the camera follows my face. It
yeah.
has auto tracking.
For our audio listeners, our guy DC got a new camera, man, and he is looking pretty fantastic right now. Very HD,
Cri-
very crispy,
I,
man.
I
You know,
talk with my hands, so I got to put them under the desk and move them now.
yeah.
Camera start going
It's
crazy.
going
Like,
zip, 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 zip. Yeah. Is that an orange calculator in the back and a Doom and gas mask? That was Moonlight asking you that.
mm, yeah, that's Doom. I got and Black Panther for right now. I got some other stuff that other. We were just talking about collecting masks,
Mm-hmm.
so I
Yeah.
got to get Halo and another one. Yeah, but this is not a calculator.
That's an external hard drive, right? It looks like one
Yes,
anyway.
sir.
Yeah.
And this has all my schoolwork in it from college.
I was gonna say that looks
Relic.
familiar. Like I said,
Yeah, this is the one I was using in college.
man, I can't
All of
even get
my
mine to turn on
schoolwork.
anymore. That's awesome.
Yeah, it still works, but let me tell you how old. Because remember, you had to plug all this in, and you had to actually plug it into the wall.
Yep, yep, yep. They had them separate power
Moonlight.
sources.
Let me tell you a little bit of lore about me. I have a hard time getting rid of electronics. I have so much old shit over here.
Yeah, that's pretty awesome.
So I got laptops. Like I have a stack of hard drives. Like
Yeah.
look at this. Look at this.
Jeez Louise.
Because I don't want my government secrets getting out. So when I get rid of my laptops, I take out my hard drive. But all of
Look
this
at this
has
guy.
like all types of weird stuff, like from work to when I was freelancing, when I did a year of freelancing, like all my work,
That's
graphic
fire.
design work and stuff on there.
That's awesome, man.
But yeah. I'm like, you will learn a lot about me, and I'm a very strange individual. If your husband
Nah,
hasn't told you
you're not
already.
strange, man. You just yourself, man. Just have an old Lost Boys tape on cassette, but I don't have a working
Mm,
cassette player. See, that's so cool, man. A lot of that
hey
stuff's
man,
gonna be lost to time in the next few decades, which is unfortunate, but
I'm thinking about once I get a house, I'm gonna make like a little museum of old electronics.
yeah. Yeah, that'd be cool. Like a nice little
If you look
display.
real hard, you can see my Xbox 360 back there too. It's sitting in the
The
back.
class. I wish I still had mine. I ended up
Yeah.
wrapping mines up in towels during that Red Ring of Death fiasco. Don't ever do that, Chad. Don't listen to the internet. They're just a bunch of fucking liars on there.
Here go another quick story. We're just having fun today. Fuck it. We off the rails today. Here's a quick story before we actually get started for
Yeah.
real. I went to a seedy side of town,
Ooh.
seedy side of Atlanta, to get my 360 modded. It was a place where I shouldn't have been. Okay.
Oh man. Some
Just to
questionable
get my
individuals.
360 modded. And let me tell you what happened. We pulled up. This is how you know it was shady, right? Because we pulled up at a Texaco, strike one. If
Ooh.
anybody know about Texacos in the hood, you already know.
Yeah.
Ain't
Yeah.
a place you want to be. You
Crack
roll up,
crack
it's
parking
like
lot, holes in the
it's about 10
ground.
people sitting outside. I circled around it I circled around the place like 10 times until
Yeah.
the guy called me. And he was like, "Is that you?" And I said, okay. I was like, yeah, yeah, yeah. And he was like, yeah, I'm the one with the black coat on. So he came up to my car. I was ready for whatever. Let's just say that.
Yeah.
We'll say that. But I was like, if I get this guy my 360 and he try to like run off with my like shit, something's gonna happen. Okay. But no, he was like, I'll be right back. So I'm like, all right. Going against my instinct, because I was like, I'll be right back mean I'm gonna take this and leave.
Yeah.
But he went, I don't know what he did. He got in his truck and I was ready to chase him and crash into him. So I already turned my car off. 'Cause I'm thinking he was just gonna pull off. And he was in the truck for like maybe 10 minutes. I'm looking, so
Yeah.
I got all these sensors going because I'm looking at the dudes at the store trying to make sure they ain't on no bullshit. Then I'm watching him. I got my car on because I'm like, as soon as he start that truck up, I'm ramming him. That was my train of thought, right? So he in the car, and then he just gets out the car. Then he was like, all right, you should be set, man. And then he was like, you want to test it out. So dude, I go to dude's car. He has like a little TV and everything. He has a little setup.
A man of business. I
And
like that.
yeah, he
Professional.
turned it on. And he was like, yeah, I want to show you that it worked, just so you know. Like, I'm not trying to do no funny shit. So he had a little TV in his car. He turned it on and he had a booklet full of like copied games because that's where I got my Borderlands from.
Yeah.
Borderlands.
That's so cool.
And he put it in there and he turned it on and then he did 5 more games. He was like, matter of fact, he was like, you want to buy some games? I was like, oh shit, okay.
Man
He was
has a
like,
full
yeah, I'm good.
package.
It was like 5 for 30. Like it was something crazy. Like,
Yeah, that's fire.
and then I took my stuff and then like I was like, okay, because you can get your stuff and still get robbed. Man, I booked it to my car so fast.
That's cool, man.
Yo, I risk it. I risk my life for a body 360, and that's it right there, man.
Good freaking times, man.
Still going strong. She's sitting back there. She works and everything. So
That's awesome.
crazy.
Speaking of 360, man, I remember when GTA 5 came out on 360. It's been more than a decade at this point. What are we? 11, 12 years from GTA? I can't math right now.
It's
13.
like 13 years of
Yeah.
GTA 5, man.
Yeah, and lo and behold, no one should be surprised by this news. If you guys haven't seen it, I'm sure most of you have in some capacity, but GTA 6 has in fact been delayed once again from its May 2026 date down to November 19th, 2026. And if you guys have been listening to us for a while, it's honestly not surprising. I'm not surprised. DC definitely isn't surprised. But it caused quite a bit of conversation, especially with the recent firings that have been going on in Rockstar UK and alleged unions denial, union busting that seems to be prevalent. Because if you guys, like I said, if you guys have been listening to us for a while, we've been talking about a lot of developers and people who work in the games industry have been trying to make these moves to protect themselves from layoffs. We still have a lot of great games to come out every year, but on top of that, there's usually a lot of layoffs, and there's been quite a few this year as well. A couple of studio closures, so it's not really, but all that to say, it's not surprising that this game got delayed again. I believe, if I remember correctly, Red Dead Redemption 2 was delayed 3 times, if I remember right, before it originally came out. And I think it came out in November, if I remember right, which is funny that this is coming out around that time as well. But this is pretty big news, in my opinion, because November or the holidays are usually, like, that fall is usually a big deal for games. And I did a little bit of digging on this to see if I could find any information, because they didn't really give a specific reason as to why the delay from May to November.
Just a bunch of rumors.
Yeah, it's a lot of rumors.
Is on fire, and it calls me today. I'm probably going to mute GTA on all socials because I'm tired of. I'm at a point where I don't want to hear about this game until 3 days till they come out.
And that's fair.
I don't care. I'm so tired of the news. I feel like I feel like there's just other games to be worried about, or I think we're gonna get so many good games. It's like,
Yeah.
who cares? Like Rockstar just have a habit of doing this with their games, and I'm kind of like over it.
I
Sometimes I
mean,
just be like, ugh.
it's funny too because they're in my opinion, I think they're the only studio that can do this and still turn a profit for their games. You
Yeah,
know, because no matter when GTA comes out, they could just reverse course and be like, "Hey, it's gonna come out January 1st, and it's still gonna sell millions of copies." But it's important to kind of talk about this in the way that, I mean, like, I'm interested because, like I said, you look at what potentially could be coming out next fall. This is gonna bump up near Call of Duty next year, which I think is a very interesting thing to happen. Because I don't think GTA 5 came out around COD that year, and neither did Red Dead. But this could create an interesting choice for gamers, you know, because no matter who you are, most people have played GTA in some form or fashion over the years, which is why it has risen to be the most I think it's the most popular gaming franchise. I don't think that's a stretch to say that. And from what I was reading yesterday, 2K's revenue dropped, I think something to the tune of a few billion, like wiped out of their market cap. And honestly, which is crazy because I don't think they're too worried about it because they're gonna make that money back up. But from everything that I was reading, just like you said, rumors and stuff, it seems like the game is what they call content complete or feature complete, which means all the most critical stuff. Pretty much the game is, you can play the game, you know, today if you had access to it. But what they're worried about is making sure we don't have another cyberpunk situation on our hands. You know, I don't think it's too much of a stretch to say that if this game were to come out in that situation, that it would tarnish 15 years of goodwill and legacy that Rockstar's built up to this point. Because I like to point to them usually as one of the studios that typically will release quality products, you know, and that's seeming like it's becoming more and more rare in the gaming space. And honestly, this didn't upset me. Like I said, I expected this news, but I would rather this game come out and be in its best possible state than the conversation turn into, you know, people posting, you know, memes and stuff about, you know, game breaking bugs, or, you know, hey, I can't, you know, my save's corrupted, or just, you know, like I said, another cyberpunk situation. They can't afford that. They can afford a delay, but I don't think GTA 6 can afford to come out anything less than as close to perfect as possible. You know, and if, once again, if this
man, that
kind
could
of,
actually fail.
yeah, well, no, I I disagree.
No, I'm saying like it. No, no, no. I'm saying like not like it can't, but I'm saying like
Oh, okay,
I'm pretty much agreeing with what you're saying. Like
yeah,
this game cannot fail.
yeah, oh,
Let me
okay, I
put
see
it
what
like
you're
that. Let me
saying.
put some
Yeah,
emphasis on it.
I see what you're saying.
This
Yeah,
game cannot fail because
yeah,
after 15 years and you drop a dud, or if it have a catastrophic
hmm,
moment like blah, 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 why did I just have that brain fart?
like
Cyberpunk. I'm
cyberpunk,
tripping.
yeah,
But yeah, like no, like I don't think it's gonna. I think with a game that big, people need to taper their expectations
yeah,
because I think they will have problems no matter what they do. I just don't think they will be like super big. It'll probably be like, hey, we got to do a day one patch, or we got to put some patches
sure,
here.
yeah, yeah,
This mission, something wrong with this mission. We got to tweak this. Like, I, you know, I'm a graceful person. I'm willing to give them grace if that's the case. If you've made a game that big, and it ain't gonna matter to me though anyway, because I'm not buying it as soon as it come out. So, but I'm just saying for the people who are excited about it, and online is going to be a mess because once they finally decide to drop online, all of y'all are going to be trying to cram on there. So taper your expectations for that. Don't be, oh my god, the servers
and
are
the
full.
thing, people have to realize and remember too. By the time this game comes out, this generation will be 6 years deep. You know, they're working with essentially old hardware by technology standards at this point,
Hey,
because it's not launching on PC. They've already come out and pretty much confirmed that at this point. So they're working within the limitations of the technology
Y'all got
that
2 years to enjoy it before you have to buy it again.
yeah.
Essentially, is what Darius is saying.
Well,
Because
not
it's going
even
to come out again.
well, not even just that. It's just like you said, right? Like temper your expectations because I know the first thing people are going to talk about, the first thing that people always talk about is frame rate. You know, is it going to run at 60 frames? I won't be upset if it doesn't. I don't. I feel like all games would benefit from running at higher frame rates, but if they can hit a steady 30 to 40, you know, you might get close to 60 with the PS5 Pro. I don't imagine that's going to happen like a steady 60 all the time, but I just can't even, because the one thing I will, once again, I'll give Rockstar credit. Every game that they release, they always build upon the stuff that they did in a previous game. And for Red Dead, for me, you know, just the atmosphere of being in that world, you felt like you were a part of like a living world. You had people who would go about and do things in their day. You could go to a town and, you know, the bar would be lively, or you can go get your hair cut, or you see somebody shopping, or, you know, you might see a drunk guy on the street, like that kind of stuff. I can't even imagine what that's going to be like in an urban environment, including the wildlife stuff too. I mean, like that was probably some of my favorite time spent in Red Dead, was like hunting and fishing and just spending time doing stuff other than the main story. And you know, you talking about they take that and put it in a modern setting. Like I can't even, especially the state of Florida that has such a unique, like, what's the word I'm looking for? Ecology, or you know, wildlife is. I really think that they're going to. I mean, they always push open world games, in my opinion, for it's in the right place, the right places. And you know, it's funny you mentioned that too. Like, at first I was thinking like, yeah, I don't think I'm gonna buy it when it first comes out. If I do, it's not gonna be streamed. I've made the decision that I'm not gonna stream GTA 6. I think that's something I kind of want to experience at my own pace, and not
Mm-hmm.
necessarily worrying about entertaining or rushing through the story. And I mean, everybody and their grandmother's going to be streaming this game. Let's just be honest.
Yeah.
I don't think it's a
It's,
stretch to say that GTA 6 is going to be the number one game on Twitch for a long, long time. You know what I mean? So I think I might pick it up day one just so we could at least talk about it a little bit. I don't know if I'll buy it on PC again. I say that, but I bought Red Dead on PC because I loved it so much. um,
yeah, I think I'm going to wait. I don't need to be the first to that party.
yeah,
I'm not excited at all. Like when it comes, like it's just been overhyped.
sure,
Like, yeah, I want the game. Let's not get it twisted.
yeah,
Like the way it's just always just this big news cycle. Every time they sneeze, there's always these unconfirmed sources.
yeah,
Oh, such and such who work in the basement at Rockstar said that the game was delayed because a mouse ran across the keyboard and messed up the code. Like, bro,
yeah.
what? Shut
I
up! Like,
don't
I
I
swear
don't
people
believe
just be
that kind of
making
stuff.
shit up. Like,
Yeah, the rumors that I saw, some of the stuff that I
cause
just
it's clickbaity. Cause
yeah,
people are using this stuff for, and remind me to block DDG. Yeah, I gotta mute you, bro. I'm tired of seeing you on my timeline. Sorry, but yeah, people use that stuff for clicks. We live in a world full of clickbait now, so people know if you put GTA in a title, you're gonna hit the algorithm quick. You're gonna at least get a minimum of like 500 views just because it's GTA news. I know Boss for the Win is over there having a fucking. He's probably losing his shit because every time GTA farts, he got to make a video on YouTube about it. So I'm trying to avoid all that. And then honestly, I just don't want to see too much either. To be real with you, like
yeah, same,
you know
same.
me, I don't. I've never really cared about spoilers. Like I could watch something, like somebody could tell me a whole movie, and I go watch it like I just saw it. But with this, I kind of don't want to know anything. Like it's gonna be a lot of stuff I'm gonna have to mute when that game drops because I know every. Oh my god! Did y'all see the sex scene in the beginning with him and Lucia when she got out of jail? Oh my god! Like every 2 seconds is every time somebody beat a mission, it's gonna be on the internet. It's gonna be, oh, look
Yeah,
at
you're
this
gonna see
clip.
a lot
Oh,
of
look at
that for
this.
sure.
oh, that mission where you was on the speedboats. Hey, check this out. Blah blah blah. Yeah, I'm gonna be testing my avoidability skills when that come out. I'm gonna have to. Hey, I'm gonna have to take some of your classes, man, because Darius, he's good at like
Yeah,
just blocking stuff out.
I'll just mute it and then I just won't go on the internet for a certain amount of time. Like I know places where I shouldn't go to see certain things, and I'll just stop. I'll
Hmm.
stop going to those sites or to certain social, just like certain influencers or content creators who I watch. I'll just know not to partake in certain videos. I mean, because
Hmm.
even too, the thing that I like Rockstar does, that they'll give a very limited view of like a gameplay preview. Because I just googled Red Dead Redemption 2, and I think they only released two official gameplay videos. One's 6 minutes, the other one's four. I love that they do that because just like you said, I think they understand that their audience doesn't want to be spoiled up to a certain point. I'm
Right.
fine looking at like gameplay stuff. Okay, here's some of the things you can expect without like specific spoilers. I'm fine with that stuff, but yeah, I think GTA 6 is just gonna be one of those things I just play on my own time. I've been enjoying doing that a lot more lately.
I do have some
Yeah,
predictions though. I don't know
yeah.
if
Let's
this
hear
is
him.
not spoiler territory. I think old boy's gonna die.
The main guy, sure.
The main guy is out of here. A matter of fact, I'm so confident in that. I'm willing to put money on it. If anybody wants
Well,
to
I
bet,
mean, you
I'm
think
willing to
about
put
it.
money on it.
It happened in GTA 4. A main character died at the end. If you guys haven't played GTA 4, I'm not gonna spoil it for you. It happened in GTA 5 where you had the choice to kill off a main character as well. It happened
Fuck
in
you, Trevor.
Red Dead Redemption 2. Main character dies. Like I think that they do a great job telling stories and getting you to care about characters, and you see them change over the course of the story. Like they're never in the same mindset from the beginning of the story to when you get to the end, and that's something that I like about. Like I said, I think that they're just one of those studios. They're one of those ones, man. And
He
they
just
know
looks
it.
expendable.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna lie, he looks expendable. Like it just looked like he can die. What would impact me more if they didn't wait to the end? I think that would be a gut punch. I don't think they willing to take that risk of
Yeah.
having him die like in the middle or something. But I could see a dramatic climax of, oh, leave me behind, baby. Oh, just leave me here.
Something's gonna happen in the story that's gonna pull at the heartstrings for sure. They're gonna
And
make you care about the characters, and I don't want to say rug pull, but there's always usually something like the characters think they're in control up until a point, and then something bad happens. It happens in every Grand Theft Auto. I mean, hell, even going back to San Andreas and GTA 3, you could say
mhm.
the same
Big
thing.
smoke.
Yeah, he turned out to
Fast
be
eating all them hamburgers. A
turned out to
snitch.
be a bad guy. Yeah, somebody you
He was
thought
over
was
there
close,
snitching.
and he was a snitch. So
So let me ask you this, right? All right. So what feature that they can add to GTA gameplay wise or something that you want to see in the game? Like what is something that you want to see? For example, right? They are saying that you could play like 3-on-3 basketball, like real 2K style like basketball in the game, which I think if you ever played any of the GTAs, there's always bowling, like arcades. There's
mhm.
always like you could play pool, little stuff. It's always like little things you can do, right? I
Yeah.
think they gonna be real heavy on the dating since this is a couple that we're playing as. So I could see that because in other games
Oh yeah, that's a good point. Yeah.
you could date and stuff. You could it was extra just little chill activities. It wasn't always heavy on the action or like you could get little side jobs. And with that being said, like is there something in there that you'd be like, oh, this would be cool if they had this, or would it be something you're looking forward to, or
Honestly, for
maybe?
me, like I said, like the things that even in GTA 5 that I enjoyed doing just off time, like in GTA 5, I think my favorite thing to do was golfing. Going to the golf course,
Oh, golfing was fun. Yeah, that
playing.
was.
I'm sure Florida has some really nice courses that they'll probably try to incorporate. Red Dead 2 for me was, hunting, fishing. Like I would love to be able to do like some deep sea fishing off the coast of
Oh,
uh
you would have fit in, man. You know what? You would have really fit in on GTA RP. Because you know what I used to have fun doing, and I used to meet so many people doing it. I was a mailman. I used to go just
yeah.
find the jobs. They didn't pay the most, but they were like just you doing these mondoon tasks. Like I'm riding around in a UPS truck. Like I used to be UPS. I used to be a
I don't,
mailman.
and yeah, that's crazy. I don't know if it's because, I'm older now and I prefer I like having those breaks in between action. Maybe even let's like you said, like it would be cool to see them incorporate you having the ability to get
Have a
a
regular
a
job.
job or something. Yeah, like where you
I
could.
think they're gonna have that.
Yeah.
I think they're gonna take a lot of cues from RP. I really do. Like I really think they're gonna take a lot of things and implement it into the single player campaign, not
Yeah.
just like the multiplayer, but single player as well. Because you know, and RP is just like to me, RP is just like
Yeah.
always look at it as how much money I can make and how fast I can make it. That's how I usually play RP, and I usually end up getting really rich, and then I get bored. So I try to like change that. I was like, you know what? I'm gonna be the guy who don't have nothing. Like I had a little raggedy Cadillac.
Yeah.
I was doing deliveries. I was in hoods where I wasn't supposed to be. Like,
Yeah.
you have certain gangs or whatever. They like, what's up, man? I'm like, up, just here to deliver the mail. Like, don't shoot me. And
Yeah.
like, so, it makes for like funny interactions because most people are making content or they're trying to stream. So they're looking for that funny moment or that interaction. So I was the type of person who since I wasn't streaming, I would try to give people their moment. Like I'll try to give them a funny or cool interaction. So
Yeah. Yeah.
yeah, my thing, what would I want to see? Oh, did you wait? Did you say your thing? Or am I
No, I
tripping?
mean, yeah, I just said like it would be cool to do like deep sea fishing where you have to kind of
Oh yeah, that's right. That's
hook
right. My
yourself
bad.
into the boat. You know what I mean, and have those.
And you know
That would be
why I
super
said you
cool.
should, and that's why I said you would have fun in RP because they actually have that. Like they have people. Some
That's
servers put
super
that
cool.
in their server, and I think you would be funny in RP because it's just so much random stuff I could see you doing. And they
Yeah, I
want
would
that.
just.
Like servers be wanting people, believe it or not, like some servers, they just be tired of all the gang shit. They be wanting people to
It's
be
like
on
I told you, like
there.
my whole idea for that one server I was thinking about joining you on was to be a terrible, like a broke Batman essentially. Like I would just be a vigilante, kind of like
I think you would
Kick
fit
Ass or
in.
something. You know?
Yeah, I think you would do well in Amaze's server.
Oh, okay.
Like you can get that off. Like I said, some people it's just like they really push the boundaries of having something different besides the gang stuff, like all the over the top gang stuff. Like people want people to be a kick ass or you just be this character. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Because people gonna it gets to the point where say if you in the server and you're kick ass, like I said, streamers and stuff gonna want their moment with you, so they're gonna be like trying to. I don't want to say forced
No,
interactions, but
no. It's a more interesting thing though, and it'd be cool. I think they're gonna include a bunch of stuff that is more specific to each character. They kind of did that in 5, where each character kind of had stuff they were a little bit more interested in. Like
mm-hmm.
I really do hope they expand on a lot of that stuff because they, like I said, they do such a great job of making their open worlds feel really lived in. And I would love to do that kind of stuff just offhand, like. And that's once again why I don't want to stream the game, because I want to just take my time and explore. I mean, that's what I did with GTA 5. Like I just got lost
Yeah,
in it for a long time, and I I'm gonna be honest, I don't care too much about GTA Online. It was fun in
I don't think
2013.
we'll never get those golden era days back.
Yeah,
That's
it
like Halo, you know what I'm saying? Like that time was that time. Like I
right.
don't think we're never going to see that again because we had so much fun.
Yeah.
Like, oh my god, I wish I could find I got videos. Like I wish I could find some of those videos. We had so much fun. as you grow older, you know, your glory days are over. They're behind you.
Well,
I see that.
though the not necessarily. I wouldn't say behind us, but it gives us a chance to create new ones. That's how I kind of look at stuff. But
Yeah, that's true.
if you just like you said, like it's not gonna be like GTA
And
Online when it first released. What was it, like a year or two after, like 2014, 2015?
and remember, it was a mess.
Yeah, it
That
was
shit, it didn't
not a
work
whole
for
lot
at
to
least a
do.
good month.
It was pretty much
N-
chaos.
Even before that, it
Yeah.
was like it didn't work. Like you couldn't log
Oh
in.
yeah, true. Yeah, there's a lot of
Especially
trouble with that.
if you were on PlayStation, boy, yeah, you definitely had a time getting on.
Yeah.
But I have another question for you, and this is a hot take. Go ahead and hot take that. Ha ha ha, hot take.
All
But
right.
I have a theory, right? And I want to hear your thoughts on this.
Okay.
GTA, Rockstar, and the people who make, I mean, just Rockstar in general, right? I feel like this game originally was supposed to be a female character lead. Do you think they added the dude to soften the blow, so to speak? Like I really felt like this could have been just Lucia on her own, but I just have a weird theory. I could be totally off base with this, but
I'm gonna say
I just
no. I think if it was
and do you like the hold on, do you like the 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 way that they split the game between three or two people? Because I wasn't really a fan of that per se, because I did not like Trevor. I felt like the game would have been fine with just Michael and old boy. Like I just really didn't like Trevor's character. But did you really like the jumping from character to character? And are you looking forward to
um
that on this?
okay, so I'll answer the first part.
Yeah.
I'll say no, I don't think that they added her boyfriend as a
Sponge.
plea to, anybody who has those types of issues playing female characters in games, just because of Rockstar always makes fun of people like that, and they've never. And I even watched. I gotta send you the interview. It was with Dan Hauser. He did an interview recently talking about just like a lot of their methodologies and thoughts and stuff on things. And Rockstar's always been the studio that kind of just made the games that they've wanted to make, irregardless of people's
This is
opinions.
true.
I
Yeah,
think,
there's satire. That
yeah,
leads me to another question, but I'll let you finish.
yeah. I just don't think that. I think that that was a decision that they made probably early on, for story reasons. But no, I don't feel like they would have just bent the knee to the community just to, oh man, I gotta play as a girl gamer. If you have issues with that, man, hey, go get therapy. I'm not gonna berate you. Just go get help.
Bro, the game is the game. It's
Yeah,
still gonna be good.
just go get help. And
Now,
but as far
do
as
you like
the,
jumping between characters though? Like, do you like
I
me
think it,
personally? I didn't like it.
I think it had its merits in the first few dozen hours of the game. But what I noticed, just like you said, like I would gravitate towards Michael and the other guy whose name escapes me right
Franklin.
now, Franklin. I would spend more time playing those two, because I felt like they had more interesting interactions. They were just more interesting characters,
Exactly.
and what I like too. A lot of people, I don't know if a lot of people remember this, but when you would switch between them, the other characters would go about living their lives. So you might get in, you might switch to Michael, and he's, yelling, in an argument with his
Yelling at his
wife or dealing with
kid,
his
yeah.
kid, or, they would still go about their day. So that kind of made me want to switch between the two outside of just doing their main story missions. And I
Wait,
think,
let me ask you this. I
uh,
know you're a dirtbag. When you did missions with Michael's son, did you like kill him?
no, not on purpose.
And
His son
he
was
ends up in the
annoying though.
hospital. He end up in you be like, what was
Oh
that
yeah, true.
about, man?
But I think that they probably went down from 3 to 2 because they realized that, and they probably have data on this, that people were probably gravitating to two characters versus three. And it kind of, and honestly, it felt like a chore playing Trevor. You know, just being honest, like he was
I'm telling you,
my
and his
least
story
favorite of
was
the
so
three.
weird when he started like hooking up with that old lady. I don't want to play a meth
He
head. I'm
just
sorry.
honestly really felt out of place in GTA 5 to me. That's just my personal opinion. But if it's just the two characters, I'm fine with that. You know, like it's more manageable, at least in my head.
Yeah, and it makes sense because like,
Yeah.
they are in a relationship. And it
Right.
would be fun like if they broke up. Like it's so much they can do, fun shit they can do with that.
Yeah, or you
As
might
far as
even
like
run into the
build.
other character in the overworld. Like I can't
But no,
remember.
Trevor, we don't want you in GTA 6. Quit trying to be a part. Go away. I
Nah,
don't
I
like
just
you.
yeah, he was
I
kind of
don't
like an afterthought for
I
me.
like the dynamics of a rich white man. Then you got this black dude from the hood who's trying to like make it. I kind of like that
Yeah.
dynamic.
Yeah,
Like I kind
their
of like the
dynamic was
conversations
way
that
more
they had.
interesting than Trevor, you know, but
Yeah, their talks used to be like more interesting. Trevor was just like this wild card, and I'm going to torture people, like the whole torture scene, and it was just a lot for me. And him pissing in public with his meth ass cheeks out, fucking skin falling off his ass crack. Like I
yeah.
just it was a lot. I did not
Trevor
like it.
Trevor reminded you of the Joker, BZ. And yeah, I think he would have worked in another story that wasn't GTA 5
And
story.
I'm glad they didn't come out with a DLC with him.
Yeah.
Good, because it
I
should
I
have
would
been
have
Lamar.
honestly I would have preferred if he was a little bit more sane. You know, the revenge and him having issues with Michael was, I think that was an interesting part of the story where Michael basically, you know, faked his own death and essentially abandoned Trevor. You know, Trevor really looked at Michael like a brother. That part of the story was interesting, but just everything else around his character was just, it just didn't appeal to me. Especially, honestly, I think what didn't help too is that a lot of his missions were centered off in the desert where there wasn't a whole lot to do out there versus the
Hmm.
city.
GTA 6, learn from
Yeah,
this.
and honestly, once again, I think they will with the
I'm,
added
I'm,
wildlife. Maybe there's some,
we're gonna have a big ass swamp area with
yeah,
nothing to do.
essentially like
Oh,
that. Hell, Beezy could tell us. Beezy, you know, is a resident of the South, and he could probably speak to a lot of that better than we could. But I'm more interested in what they're gonna do with like the wildlife aspect. Like that kind of stuff is super interesting to me, and I hope that we don't get a
but
lot of those big dead areas just out in
and see,
the middle of
and this is
nowhere.
my thing. This is my thing about that, and I keep saying it in every forum. I be yelling at people. I just be fighting for my life on Reddit. I don't care about the size. It don't have to be 3 times bigger than GTA 5. The map, it don't. It could be a condensed map with more things, more wildlife, more human interactions.
Yeah.
I would rather have that than just to have this big for nothing map. Because like GTA 5, no one goes in the desert, even in RP. Like
Mm-mm.
in RP, people would literally have to put stuff out in the desert for people to do just to get them to go out there because everybody would be in the city. And
Yeah.
it's like, I remember there was a complaint because they put the car dealership out in the desert on one server I was on, and people was like, "Who the fuck wants to go out there to get a car? Like, put this shit in the city. Like, what are y'all doing?"
Yeah.
Like, I don't want that for GTA 6. I feel like they'll have this big swamp area where the mud people are, like the characters that they were calling the mud people that you
See,
saw in the
yeah,
trailer.
that could be super interesting too. Yeah, I mean, you had
Easy,
the
do y'all have mud people? Because apparently that's a thing. Like it's
yeah.
a thing down there. It sounds very derogatory, don't it? Mud people.
Yeah.
I don't know, so don't come in my inbox yelling at me. Hey, those are my people.
Yeah. But we'll see,
But
man. I'm interested to see what the next step of open world games is gonna look like. Not just even with GTA 6. I think
it's gonna
what's
take
the
some.
studio? I'm thinking about the Cyberpunk studio. I can't think of their name right now. It's gonna hurt me later. But even
Project
I mean
Red, CD
CD
Red,
Project,
Project CD Red.
CD Project Red. Yeah, like I'm super interested in what they're doing with Witcher 4. Just like some of
Ooh,
the small stuff that they've shown. Like we're starting to get to that point where you can build these really interesting worlds that it's not just you going from point A to point B, or there's just a couple side missions sprinkled out over here. Like, give me something else to do, you know? And I
And to be real, Witcher already just pushed the boundaries of beauty. I
yeah,
don't think they really need to do too much besides changing, obviously, like the story and whatever that's going to be. But
yeah.
Witcher was freaking, and Witcher aged well. Like it, you could still pull it up and it looks beautiful. That is
Oh
one
yeah,
of
I'll still turn it on
easily
every
top
once in a
three,
while. Like
easily
it's
top three beautiful games. That
hmm
Cyberpunk, when they got it to finally work, CD Projekt Red, they make those games are beautiful, bro.
yeah.
Oh
Yeah,
my
and
god.
I mean even like Cyberpunk, I kind of wish they would have delved a little bit deeper in Night City. You know, there was some interesting stuff you could do, but overall the city just didn't really feel alive to me in the ways that I wanted it to be. You know,
It was
I
the interactions.
yeah,
Like they got the populace right as far as
yeah,
condense, like a city like that, how condensed it'll be with traffic and people.
yeah.
But I felt like the NPCs were very.
God, I don't even remember what the hell we were talking about just now.
You're talking about
AI, that's what it was. You were about to start talking.
AI for NPCs. I think that's a good thing.
Yeah.
Good place to rapper and dapper.
Holy shit, Chad. I'm so sorry, guys. I tell you, man, it's always something.
I
Always.
said, "Yep." We were talking in chat. I said, "Yep, his power went out." As soon as it happened, you didn't even have to text me. I was like, "His fucking power went out."
Yeah.
Because I was like, it's been so long. I was like, I believe, I have faith in us. I was like, it's been so long since we had any kind of
You know
issue with
what's crazy too? Up the street, I saw Georgia Power. They had one of those machines that put the little feet down, and they were doing something with a fucking power pole up the street,
Ooh, what
man.
if
Like
somebody,
2 or 3 days ago.
what if somebody connected the wrong dot and went flying off the transformer?
Oh my god. They just get blown off the fucking lift thing, and they get superpowers. Oh my gosh, that'd be crazy.
Now he's static shock. Static
Holy
shock.
shit,
East
man.
side static shock, bro. Here we go.
Uh,
I'm telling you, man, when my brother lived over there, oh my God, bro. We knew when a storm was coming. That's how bad it was.
you know what's sad is it lightly rained earlier this morning too, and I told my it's
Man,
fine.
I told like, man, I was like, yo, my brother would just turn off all the TVs, like the lights start flickering.
Yeah,
Then 30 minutes later, a storm is here. And I'm like, between our dog, because dogs act weird when a storm is coming. I don't know. They just had that
they just
instinct.
know. Yeah, yeah.
My dog used to start because I had a pit and he used to be terrified of thunder. So he started acting stupid. I got to put him in a cage before he tear down the whole house.
Got
And then,
to love it, baby. All right, Chad,
no,
we're
I
back.
don't
I
know
think
what
we're
it
fine.
is. They need to just, I don't know what the hell
Yeah.
is going on. I mean, shit, it happened over here too. Like sometimes the power be a little wonky over here too.
Jesus Christ,
Put
man.
that shit underground,
Can't wait till I
bitch.
can afford a generator. Anyway,
Mm-hmm.
AI in video games is where we last left off, guys. DC was talking about some AI that could be used in games, and I think there's some good applications that I've seen lately. Arc Raiders in particular. I know a lot of people were upset when they heard that there were AI voice lines in the game, but instead of getting angry right away, I did some research and found that there were artists, there were voice actors who recorded those lines, and they're just reusing them that way in the game. So there were artists that still recorded the lines. They're not just made up voices essentially, which I think is really good. And they also use AI, like machine learning, for the enemies in the game, like the arc robots. So, like, one thing I saw that was pretty interesting is, guy posted a clip of one of those rocketeers that were shooting rockets at him, but it was hitting like the stairs, and so it started to inch over and adjusted so it could see him better, and it
Mm.
killed him, which I thought was really cool. Like, I think there's good applications of AI, man. Like, people just have to stop being so dismissive of it. Once again, we're talking about the difference between like generative AI, where you're just stealing images off the internet and making up your own shit or whatever, versus like cool applications like that, which I wouldn't be surprised if Rockstar has looked into it. I mean, as much money as they spent on the game.
Yeah, I think when we talk about that, like we had a conversation where we were talking about like AI and it doing like little mondoon things that people necessarily don't want to do, right?
Yeah,
Like that's what workplaces are doing. That's how they're kind of using it. Like humans are still here. We still gonna do the big task and stuff, but I'm just throwing out an example here. Maybe like filing something like paper filing or
yeah,
I'm just throwing paint at the wall. So work with me here. But like little stuff like that. Just think about something at your job that you just like, why am I even doing this? It's wasting time. Like, you know what I'm saying?
yes,
Like, for example, like with me, like being in graphic design, like there's little small things that I think is going to be what maximizes your time, right? Like,
yeah,
what more, like, how can we get more out of the day? A big part of AI in video games and in other aspects of your life. I don't think this is a bubble because they keep saying the AI bubble. I don't think it's a bubble. Like AI is
no,
here. It's not going nowhere, bro. But a big part of how this is implemented in games and in our everyday life, it's going to be our government, man.
yeah,
It's going to be the government on how they want to, how they have to regulate the use of AI.
yeah,
Like once you start getting to a point where, yeah, AI really, really, really is starting to take jobs from people, no matter what these jobs might be, it's going to be up to the government to figure out how to implement this and how to keep people working because companies, let's keep it a bean, companies don't care.
no,
Companies, though, they are about their bottom line. So if they could implement something that's going to help them with their revenue at the end of each quarter,
right,
then you goddamn right they're going to use it. But it's up to the government to say,
yeah,
hey, man, no, you can't use AI. We need you to physically go hire 15,000 people or whatever the case may be. You know what I'm saying? So, but back to video games, bringing it back to video games. Yes, NPCs, I wouldn't mind seeing because Cyberpunk, like I said, they had the density down as far as like the crowds of people in the city. Felt like New York City just walking down the street,
yeah,
but they were kind of lifeless. They even had like little kids, like I thought was cool. You know what I'm saying? And
yeah,
they were smart because they made it to where you couldn't do nothing with little kids. Like you can't kill them, you can't even point your gun at them. So
yeah,
you couldn't be weird. You know what I'm saying? So I want to see how GTA. I really want to see that density of GTA because we were talking about South Beach, right? Essentially, this is going to be
yeah, like
a
that South Beach,
replication of
Miami,
Miami.
yeah,
Yeah. And if you ever been down there, especially during during the certain times of the year, the hot months and stuff, South Beach is crowded. Miami beaches are crowded, beautiful beaches. I had the pleasure of my first trip to Miami last year or 2 years ago. Miami is a very flashy, exotic. It's everything that you see on TV. It is.
yeah,
It really is. Like, and we went to all parts because my cousin is a hood rat. So we went to all parts of Miami. Like, we went from the upscale parts to the hoods, and Big
and that's
Rims is a
cool
thing.
too, and that's cool too
Yeah,
because one thing I liked about Red Dead that they did really well was you would run into either like side missions or just interesting characters, and it would create like these cool cutscenes. Like I could see them doing stuff like that with GTA 6. Like I said, they're really good about learning from previous games that they've done and expanding on that stuff. Like imagine you go to what is it called, the customs or whatever the car
the
places are
car
called,
shop.
yeah,
Yeah,
and you run into a guy, he wants to sell you some rims or something, and it turns out he's trying to rob you, or that kind of stuff would be super interesting. Those dynamic, I guess you call it like dynamic events, would be cool. You could use AI for that stuff, essentially giving NPCs quote unquote like life, or because I would. There were, like I told you, like mentioned earlier, playing Red Dead. There were times where I would follow NPCs around just to see if they would do anything
Everybody's
interesting.
done that. We are
And
all guilty of doing that. Have you ever just followed one just across the map?
yeah, and I mean, and
Yeah.
that's they do it the best. I mean, you just mentioned Cyberpunk. There'd be times I would follow characters around and they would just be walking, walking around. Sure, they would have like little lines here and there that they may say, but they didn't go live their life essentially. And that's the kind of stuff that I would love to see AI being used for,
Or use
because
it for the police.
or use it for the police. Exactly. Like,
More of an active police force,
that's
which
actually a really good idea. Yeah.
I heard GTA 6 does have a more active police force. Like they're not just there for you to interact with. Like when you're riding around, like they're really pulling people over and arresting them. And that's why I feel like GTA 5 took so many steps back, because you actually had that in GTA 4. Like cops will pull up on a citizen and be like, "Hey, like, what are you doing?" and arrest them.
Yeah.
And then in 5, the cops were like so stale. So it's like now they want to bring it back, and I'm like, I just never understood that about games. The giveth and taketh away, bring it back. Like I never understood that, but we have a good opportunity to see some good like cop action.
Yeah.
I think AI, like I said, if you sprinkle it in places where it's needed and it's a tool for the devs to use
Yeah.
instead of a tool to replace the devs, then we got like a beautiful situation. Because I could take this to music, and I'm not going to go off the rails because we about to end here soon, but now there's a few AI artists out right now as we speak that's making a lot of noise. People are fucking furious. They are not, like, the music industry is not happy right now. Like this girl, and the song is fire. This is R&B chick. And I didn't even know it was AI until some like no, I was listening to Joe Budden podcast, and that's how I found out it was AI. And I was like, what the
I
hell? Like I
mean,
was listening to this like
when you have the general population that won't care, like it's gonna
Mhm.
get to that point where people are just gonna accept it as daily life, and it's
It's up to
just
the musicians to fight that. I feel
yeah,
like everybody, because like you said, the casual listener, like, long as it sounds good, they're not gonna care.
yeah. They're not
But it's
gonna
up to these musicians and
wonder on the
devs.
radio, yeah, oh man, is this an AI song? They're just gonna add it to
Right,
their
right.
playlist. I mean, it's gonna get to the point where people will even stop.
Legislation is gonna have to come
Yeah,
down.
legislation is really going to play a big part in every industry when it comes to AI and robotics. Not even just AI, but robotics too. It's going to be
What is it? Automation,
hmm
all that.
it's going to be a very interesting next couple of years. I think there's going to be developers that do some really interesting stuff, like just like you said, not replacing but enhancing workflows, allow other ideas to be realized that they may not have had the time or necessarily the budget to implement. But as
hmm
long as it's not completely replacing humans and human creativity, and that's, once again, I'm not worried about Rockstar in that, because Dan Houser came out and basically said that essentially you can't replace human creativity with AI, which is a good news. So he's running the ship over there, Rockstar. Even without his brother at this point, but he's made some of my favorite games over the years, and I hope that they continue to push the medium forward. That's what'll get me back interested into really playing open world games. Like I've kind of, well, not kind of, I've really kind of moved away from playing them over the last few years because of that. Like I'm good for one every so often, but it's something that has to really interest me, and I think GTA 6 will probably be that for me next year. They got a lot of other games that are coming out has some stiff competition, and it's gonna be interesting to see who moves their dates again.
Let me tell you something. I stand 10 toes tall in my shit. I make a game. It's coming out. It might
But
not be that much,
honestly,
but it's
I'm
coming out.
I'm really interested to see when Call of Duty's gonna come out next year. That's what I
But
want to
see,
know.
you know what's crazy? Because with them moving GTA around so much, it's really screwing the industry. Because I know there's a lot of studios like, fuck. Like,
Yeah.
you know what I'm saying? They might have had plans to come out in November. Now they like, man, come on, stop moving this shit. Like,
Honestly, I think anything that comes out after the middle of October is going to get affected. Their sales are going to get affected by GTA.
How about we just don't come out next year, guys?
Let's not
We
release
got
any
enough
more
games.
games.
We got enough games to last us. Just don't come out with nothing. Hey,
Yeah.
yo, GTA, hurry up, come out. Because then you got to think. You know what I'm saying? I just want to see the reactions. This is more of a social study. Like this is more of a just a study of human nature to me.
Yeah.
Like I want to see like how people react to it. I'm trying to stay away from spoilers. I kind of want to see people.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
because you know how people blaze through stuff and then they're like, oh, this story was trash, or oh, it was too short, or oh, I just
I just don't see that happening with you. There's no way. Like, I'm curious about what the main story length for 5 was. Let me look that up real quick.
And we're gonna talk about
GTA 5.
We'll be talking about it here, but I think we'll be talking about it in a sense of
That was
the
32
back
hours.
end. We'll be talking about it in a sense of the back end type stuff, like far as sales and
Yeah.
I don't want to spoil anything for anybody, and plus I won't be playing it, so I won't have nothing to spoil. But yeah, it's gonna be this is gonna be one of the most interesting times in gaming that we see.
Yeah. See, like Red Dead. So GTA 5 story was around 32 hours. Red Dead was bumping up to 60. So I don't imagine people are gonna be able to unless you really like sleep this. Like I don't see anybody beating this in the first 2 days.
People do
I don't
though.
know.
People do. Like I could see, not like a day or two. That's just crazy.
Yeah.
Like, you can't. You like with time, you just can't.
Yeah.
It's impossible to do that within a day or two.
Yeah.
But I could see people really no life in this for like a week and complete the main story.
Yeah,
no side missions, nothing. Just because they want to
see, and that's unfortunate because you're missing out, in my opinion, on the best stuff. Yeah, you're missing out on the best stuff of the games they make. Man.
Sometimes streamers and stuff can kind of just be weird. Like I'm like, dog, it goes to what you said about playing it offline on your own time, relaxing, and that's how I feel about Borderlands right now. Like I'm just playing it. As much as people complaining about it and all these bad reports are coming out, I am having a blast. I made Ultimate Vault Hunter 3 this morning, and God, sure.
Yeah, it's just it really
just having fun at your own pace, right?
Yeah. We'll see what I'm gonna be paying attention. I think it's gonna be an interesting time next year. So November, I think it's November 19th. Let's see, GTA6 release day.
What's November 18th?
Yeah, it's November 19th. So that, and we'll get out of here in a minute, chat, because I think another ad's about to run. Sorry, man. I'm trying to not talk too much. That's a Thursday. I guarantee you there's going to be a 3-day early access period. I guarantee it. I guarantee they're going to be like, hey, you can
get a car and get this.
Yeah,
and get that,
you can play the game early if you buy the collectible or the 100%. We're going to see that. There's no way. There's just absolutely no way, man. That's just my opinion. So I'm interested, and I know we spent pretty much the whole episode talking about GTA, but like I said, it's an interesting topic when you really sit down and think about what they could do, because I think no matter what, they're going to blow people out the water with this, man. This isn't a game that I feel like will have major issues coming out, and they're clearly trying to ensure that by giving themselves essentially a year of polish to work on it, which is, once again, a lot of studios, pretty much nobody can afford to do this but them. Like they're pretty much one-on-one.
Billions.
Yeah, they literally wiped out almost $2 billion.
Like,
yeah,
right? It's billions of dollars on this game, bro.
Well, like $1 billion, not like a few billion, but yeah, it's close.
Oh, it's gonna be more. Yeah. It's gonna be more. Maybe 2 more.
Nah, I ain't gonna go that far. That's insane. They're gonna make the money back that they lost yesterday.
Darius, we're gonna get DLC, Darius.
I'm not holding my breath for that, because we didn't get it for honestly. I don't see how they could have done it for Red Dead 2. I know some people wanted DLC for Red Dead 2, but for me, that story was complete. I think that was a great send-off for that game, and the epilogue honestly played like DLC, because the epilogue itself is like 15 hours.
Of you picking more, cleaning up cow shit.
Yeah, and building a fence, which I thought once again was incredible. That was probably my favorite time of Red Dead. Just And I
See, I
know,
told y'all, Darius like just doing that little mundane shit.
yeah, I like little mundane
Darius
shit,
wants
man.
to
Yeah.
build. He likes to build a fence. All right.
As
He
long as it
likes
doesn't
to.
go the way of Cyberpunk. Yeah, that's what we were saying too, teacher, bro. And I don't think, that's gonna happen. I don't foresee that for
They
them.
saying the delays are because of that.
Yeah, they're
If you
trying to
wasn't
make
here
sure that
earlier.
it launches in the best state possible. So the game is, according to rumors, the game is content or feature complete. They're just spending an extra year on polish, which is awesome. So yeah, Red Dead 2 was, and I understand people's criticisms of Red Dead 2 that it was a little bit of a slower paced game, and that's not for everybody. But I enjoyed it. I did. I still go back from time to time, and I'll just turn it on and just go fucking hunting or do something stupid. Like
Nigga
every
just
once in a
riding
while.
his horse. I'm telling you, man, Darius is made for a specific brand of RP.
Yeah.
I might even try to get him to RP next year. Because I'm thinking
Maybe.
about starting
Maybe.
my own server. I'm really toying around with the idea of starting my own server.
Yeah. I'd be down for it,
So
man. I just sometimes people are weird. That's all. That's just my concern. So
you
I
will
don't know.
like once you learn the lay of the land,
Yeah.
because it's almost like life. You'll know who to avoid and people to stay away from. But then there's
Yeah.
people who really, really just trying to have fun. So
And maybe I don't know,
yeah.
maybe that's just what I see for my life by the time I get retirement age. I was talking to Lisa about that yesterday. It's like I kind of just want a small farm and just to be away from everything.
I could see that for you. And people, if they knew Darius as long as I've known this guy, none of that surprises me. I
Yeah.
could see him out there with his straw hat, bro, with his overalls
Yeah,
on,
little rocking chair.
barefooted,
Yeah, I would
laying
just
Georgia Clay between your toes, bro.
which I know sounds like a contradiction for people who know me because I work in IT, but that's just kind of what I want. I don't know. Maybe it's because I work in
Maybe
IT.
I was gonna say maybe IT is making you like that. And
Yeah,
me being a graphic designer and dealing with people all day, I understand.
yeah. I
Dealing with
just
so many personalities in a day will drain you.
just get some land, and
I
I
don't
don't even want like a big farm. I just want one that we can self sustain. That's pretty much it. So
Yeah, yeah. Milk that cow, man.
yeah,
Hell yeah.
get up at 4 a.m. I wake up that early
He,
anyway. So
this sleep demon, he be up anyway. So, 'cause one
well,
thing about Darius, a little Darius lure here.
yeah, I've
That
always
man
been an
will
early
get his
bird,
sleep.
man. Yeah. So
Darius used to fall asleep in the when we be in the game chat, and he would fall asleep. So,
just exhausted from the day and playing
but,
games. Yeah, just couldn't fight
hell
it.
yeah. But one quick thing about GTA, to the Goon Squad out there is a group of people, a
God,
massive group of people, who just cannot wait to go in a strip club, and I think it's hilarious.
Jesus
I
Christ,
think it's hilarious, man. There's subgroups on Reddit for this, bro.
you gooners,
People
bro.
talking about the stuff that they gonna do when they get in the strip club.
You
And
know
I
what?
think
You
it's
know what I
hilarious.
blame? I blame the hot coffee mod from San Andreas all those years ago. I don't know if you remember that.
Oh my god.
I blame that, honestly. It created this generation of GTA gooners. Oh no, I know what you meant, Winnie. I know what you
Look
meant.
at the club. Look at the club. I can't wait to go in the club and slap some ass. I
Man,
said, wow.
it's all those kids playing that hot coffee mod from. If you guys don't know what that is, I'm not telling you. Just please look it up. We're not gonna talk about it here, but
Yeah. Preferably look it up on your phone.
yeah, don't be
Don't
around
want that
people
on
or
your
your
PC.
family. Yeah, that's all I'm gonna
Go in
say.
the corner. Go in the corner. And
People,
look up
people
hot
are sick.
coffee.
That's all. Don't be weird on the
Yeah.
internet. So, but yeah, I think that's a good place to wrap up, man. Before another transformer explodes around here. And I
Thanks
gotta
for
get
coming
it.
back, guys.
Yeah,
appreciate
we appreciate.
that.
Sorry for the little intermission, man. I appreciate you guys hanging out today. We will. Well, I won't be playing any video games. I gotta go get my eyes checked, and I'm gonna hang out with my wife for the afternoon. So,
Ooh.
thank you guys for hanging out for the podcast episode. One thing to mention too, there is an almost 100% certainty that there won't be an episode next week unless there's something like major that we just have to talk about. But I'm probably going to take next weekend off because I have a pretty major certification test coming up on the 17th, and it's crunch time. And I got
17th this month, huh?
yeah, yeah. So
I don't know why I was thinking December 17th.
literally like
Oh
11,
yeah, crunch away, man.
11
it's a beer,
days.
bro.
So I'm gonna spend some time doing that. I may try to squeeze a stream in next week during the week, just to make up for that. But just keep your eyes on Discord for all that good stuff, man. But yeah, thank you guys for hanging out today, man. I appreciate you guys. I hope y'all have a good day. I know it's getting cold outside, so just try to enjoy what little warm weather we have left, and You know, love each other, take care of yourselves, and don't forget to fill your own cup, chat.
Ooh,
That's very important.
deep.
That's all I got. That's
I
all I
like
got,
it.
man. What you
I
got,
like it.
DC? You got it.
Well, guys, I'm going to try to make this quick. Not going to talk your ear off. Hey, we got our boy back all the way from Russia. Hey, I just watched a documentary
Shout out
on
to
black people.
Sergey.
Sergey, I watched a documentary, Black People in Russia, which was very interesting. And I recommend that everybody watches it because it gives you outlook on Russia that is very like a lot of people were excited about this because it was like, people don't really get to see what Russia is really like. And they live just like us. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like it's a
Yeah,
lot of similarities.
they're people
The
too.
people over there, like all the assumptions that you think, you learn a lot. Like I've been watching a few documentaries and one of the guys went over there and interviewed one of like the Russian rappers, which is like crazy.
That's
And
insane.
yeah, so it's like they club, they like the music we like, everything. We always had these weird assumptions like, oh, what is it like over there? But you know, I learned that myself being, well traveled, that a lot of people we're more similar
Hmm.
than we think. So yeah, with that being said, thank you guys for sticking around for our power outage. All you guys came back and we love it. That means that you love us. Thank you for loving us.
Yes, yes, yes.
And last but not least, next week, like Darius said, he will be taking off. Send our brother prayers for his he's
God is
working his way up the career what is it?
trying.
The tech field. You know what I'm saying? So we're gonna take off so he can just hone in and just focus, focus, focus. So we need you guys positive energy. Saturdays, jump into Discord and wish him well. I want all you guys to jump in our Discord and send Darius well wishes
Thank
on
you,
his
thank you, thank you.
journey. But I feel like he's going to be fine because my bro is a very smart dude.
And
So I think he got
if I fail, I disappear from the internet. I'm just playing. I'm not gonna fail.
yeah,
Nah, I'm just playing. I'm just playing.
I really wanted to play some Battlefield, but I think I had a talk with God yesterday. Let's just say that.
Mhm, mhm.
So I need to really get locked back in myself. I've been working out, but I haven't been studying as much. So you see how life is just such a fucking balance,
Gotta
bro.
fill that cup, brother.
Like, yeah, I've been working out, but I've been slacking on my studies. So
Yeah.
I will tell you later on, I probably will reach out to Era to play Battlefield though, because I'm really itching to play. So
Yeah.
Weenie, if I text you Weenie, that's probably what it's about, bro. So with that being said, per usual, you guys have a beautiful Saturday.
Yes,
Love on
yes.
your loved ones. Yeah, and I'm probably gonna go volunteer tomorrow at a food bank too. That's kind of been my thing, man.
That's
I'm
awesome.
trying to put that positive energy out there because there's so much going on in the world right now. So I'm trying to just I'm trying to stay sane and just send out love, man. So you guys love on each other and have a great Saturday.
Yes. Hope you guys
Peace.
have a good one, man. Take care of yourselves and don't forget to fill that cup. See you guys later.